A big story tonight. The former interim DNC chair, Donna Brazile, is now saying that she has the smoking gun evidence that Hillary Clinton rigged the DNC in order to keep socialists from Vermont, Bernie Sanders, from winning the Democratic primary. Donna Brazile is making the revelations in her new book, which will be out next week. This is massive. Now, keep in mind, this is something President Trump, he's been saying for months. You may remember this.
The DNC, Democratic National Committee, rigged the Democratic election, the primary process, to take it away from Bernie and give it to Hillary Clinton. The DNC vice chair was caught feeding information about Bernie Sanders' plans to the Clinton campaign. You're not supposed to do that.
Well, President Trump was right again. Donna Brazile, in her upcoming book, she describes how she was tasked with investigating the Democratic National Committee after hacked emails suggested, yes, the Clinton campaign was colluding with the DNC. It's even worse than that. Now, one excerpt from the book, Brazile slams her predecessor, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, writing, quote, Debbie was not a good manager. She hadn't been very interested in controlling the party that she let Clinton headquarters in Brooklyn do as it so desired. She didn't have to inform the party officers how bad the situation was, how much control Brooklyn had, and for how long was still something I have been trying to uncover for the last few weeks. By September the 7th, the day I called Bernie, I had found my proof, and it broke my heart. Wow, that's powerful. And this shows just how low the Clintons will go to get what they want. Even Senator Elizabeth Warren is now admitting that the DNC primary process was, in fact, rigged. Watch this.
This is a real problem. But what we've got to do as Democrats now is we've got to hold this party accountable. This is a test for Tom Perez. And either he's going to succeed by bringing Bernie Sanders and Bernie Sanders representatives into this process, and they're going to say it's fair, it works, we all believe it, or he's going to fail. And I very much hope he succeeds. I hope for Democrats everywhere. I hope for Bernie and for all of Bernie's supporters that he's going to succeed.
Very quickly, Senator, do you agree with the notion that it was rigged?
Yes.
Rigged and stolen election primary. Earlier today, Wasserman Schultz gave a statement to the Fox News channel that completely avoided the topic at hand. It reads this in part: with Donald Trump in the White House, Democrats must stay focused on enacting a progressive agenda to protect our citizens, our values, and our democracy, and remain united towards our goal of electing Democratic congressional majorities in 2018. Okay, that's not a denial of anything, but it's a clear example of just what Senator Bernie Sanders was up against in the 2016 Democratic primary. I had said it many times. Now, just moments ago, the president, Donald Trump, he tweeted, Donna Brazile just stated the DNC rigged the system to illegally steal the primary from Bernie Sanders. Bought and paid for by crooked Hillary. This is real collusion and dishonesty, major violation of campaign finance laws and money laundering. Where is our Justice Department? Great questions. Now, this Clinton crime family, because that's what they really are, and their political machine, was willing to put all ethics aside, do nothing, anything, everything they could do to mow down the one man, anybody that stood in their way. Now, stop and think about this for a minute. Could you just imagine if today it was revealed President Trump, if he was accused and there's evidence that he rigged the RNC in the primary in his favor to help him and steal an election? Could you imagine the outrage from the alt-left, mainstream media? There would be calls for investigations into this all day. But today, because this is a bad story for Democrats, your media, which is so corrupt, they're barely covering it. This is a breathtaking moment. Hillary Clinton, she's the former Secretary of State, former First Lady of our country, the former senator, former First Lady of Arkansas, rigged and stole a primary election. Just look at Clinton right there at the Democratic National Convention. She stole those moments. Think about that for a minute. What is the most basic things you teach your children in life? Let's see. You need to be fair, honest, trustworthy. You shouldn't lie. You shouldn't cheat, and you shouldn't steal. Well, when it comes to Hillary Clinton, she didn't embody one of those principles, and it proves nothing was going to stop Hillary Clinton's blind ambition. Now, when it comes to emails, after they were subpoenaed, if we had subpoenaed emails, we'd have to turn them over. She didn't want you to see them. What did she do? Oh, she deleted them, acid washed them. She used bleach bits, smashed devices with hammers. When it comes to Hillary Clinton, there's zero stopping this woman. No law, no subpoena, no warrant, no ethics guide this woman's life. This is by far the worst thing, and I've covered the Clintons for years, they have ever done. Hillary Clinton accuses President Trump of collusion, and she stole, bought, and paid for the fake anti-Trump dossier, and it doesn't matter in the process. She sold our security out in this country, Uranium One. We're talking about the most unethical person I have ever seen in my entire life. And by the way, Bernie Sanders, you never stood a shot. And speaking to you, Bernie, you should be ashamed of yourself. You were told there's evidence that that primary was stolen, and you ended up supporting her anyway? You said nothing? This woman had zero ethics. Bernie Sanders would have literally elected a person, and he covered for a person who stole the election with him. He apparently was okay with that. I don't know what's wrong with you, Bernie. And for all of you that voted tonight for Hillary Clinton, this is the person that you wanted to be your president. This disgrace will follow her the rest of her life.